Nintendo Treehouse, not Nintendo Tree, Nintendo. Yeah, whatever the fucking the YouTube video series is they do. Nintendo Minute, there we go, Nintendo Minute. Getting one other guy on there, whatever else, but could change up a bit until they got the right format, so they got the format figured out that they want, and give suggestions and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's no actual. I mean, it's video, but there's no actual video. I think it just sat on the one screen the whole time, but. Which is what YouTube podcasts are. You could have a video, like I know, like the IGN's Nintendo podcast, they do like put video of the games they're talking about now. But I like that podcast. It was sad when Jose left IGN, but he went to Nintendo, so
yeah,
it's kind of crazy actually. And we paused again for some reason.
No
Probably
clue
cut
why.
that out, but yeah. I also listen to the Game Explains discussions too. Oh yeah, it was fire. I thought it was the other thing, but I think I got lower than you still. So we each have gaming PCs. His is the laptop, mine's a desktop. Pre-built desktop. I just didn't spend the money at the time. Yeah. Oh, I can insert another. I really do have 3 hard drives. All my hard drive slots are full. So I got the hard drive that's just got the OS on it, and some couple smaller games that I forgot to actually install onto the other drive, the hard drive, and then the third thought's filled up with my old laptop hard drive.
Yeah, like I want to.
I just did that so I could access all the stuff.
I've thought about making a desktop at some point, but at the moment, like really, I could make a desktop. It's just that
I could too, and I could actually afford it.
Yeah. Well, I could afford it too because I don't exactly pay for anything at the moment.
Yes, it's still gonna cost.
But well, I know it would cost a lot. But right now my laptop's doing me just fine, so I haven't had issues with it. If I have issues with it, then I'll think about it.
At this point, any game I've played on my computer, I've been able to run at full capacity. Minus the fact that I might be able to do, say, higher than 1080p because my screen's only 1080p. But
yeah,
I mean, I can put the frame rate up to whatever and full 1080 and stuff.
The only issues I ever have is if I'm doing online play and then my game glitches a lot because my internet is complete garbage.
Well, it should be the same as mine.
Pretty much, but
which is a bit shocking, but
yeah.
So I'm pretty sure the internet that I have now in the city for a few months was better than ours. At the time, I think it definitely was. We had the 1 megabit at the time. Yeah, went better in the city or something more. But I'm pretty sure, even at this point now with our 5 megabits, I'm pretty sure it was better. Yeah, it was. So I could watch videos in 1080, whereas out here the most I can do is 720. And I could watch Twitch out there, which I could. That was still the older Twitch thing too yet, though.
See, I can watch videos at 1080. It really depends for us, whether, like, just what the day is, really, is how ours works. If it's a good day, it'll be like, hey, you can watch in high quality and you can get really good internet.
Yeah, I don't know why yours bounces around. I know, like, a certain period of time in the evenings, usually my internet will slow down for a couple hours because it gets heavier traffic.
Right.
Then it goes up again after that, and
yeah,
I don't know if it's the router or the other thing. Because again, I'm on a farm, so we have this wired dish antenna thing. Well, it's not even that anymore. It's just a white box. When we switched to the 5 megabits, and it gets the signal directly from the tower, which is I don't know how many kilometers, quite a few kilometers away from us, but close enough that I can get it.
Yeah,
and it's direct signal, and so
yeah,
I've had issues sometimes, but otherwise. Of course, on lower data, but in the city, it's weird that you would have the issues you have. But
yeah, well, it's because our provider is just garbage. Honestly, they're horrible. I don't know why they keep getting business. It's probably mostly just my dad.
What is your provider?
Access.
Access.
They shouldn't be as bad as they are, but they are garbage. God, I hate them. But don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I've never had an issue. Well, we had That's Astel in the city. It was always good. Of course, I had Wi-Fi at the time. I didn't have my power line adapters that I have out here for getting Ethernet, for getting direct connect internet anywhere in the house. So I just had Wi-Fi, and being in the room above the garage, I was kind of. If I went up to the window, I pretty much couldn't get a signal. It was barely, but so it was iffy on the things. But
we've got a really good router at our house. Like that's not the issue. It's our connection outside of the house.
You got an expensive as router.
Well, it's because I was like, yeah, the internet's super slow, and I was like, yeah, you know what? We'll get another router.
It'll help a little.
I was like, no. The issue is not the router. The issue is your connection with the ISP. I'm just gonna get a new router. I was like, no, it's not how it works. We're not even getting, like, I've tested my internet multiple times. We're not even getting the 5 megabits we're supposed to be getting. We usually get...
What's your download? Like, what's your upload speed usually?
Like 0.7, I think.
So almost 1 megabit.
I think on average from what I've tested, yeah.
So it's close to 1 megabit then. So that's usually pretty consistent. Ours is 1 megabit upload, 2 meg.
But basically, I can't do anything if we've got more than one person on the internet.
Huh.
So, I don't know. I mean, it's better than dial-up, that's for sure, but...
Oh, hell yeah. Dial-up's terrible. I think back to dial-up, it's like, oh, we did that?
You also weren't, like, transferring files that were as big at that point.
Dial-up's stupid slow.
Yeah. Where your web pages would load, the pictures would load in lines. God. Boom. Do. You missed the coins.
Oh well.
Do. And we are now. What are we doing?
We're in water.
Yeah, that's the whole stage. Okay, let's see. Killing the fish, just how it should be, you know. Don't quote me on that either. That could really come back to me and haunt. But that's okay. We'll get that stamp and we'll just be on our way. And the cannon. Ooh, I forgot there was a cannon there. And I might get stuck. No, I won't. Maybe. Yes, I will. Yep, and I got bubbled. Do. And there we go. I'm just breaking all those fish. The one under the box?
Yep.
Right beside the Gandalf statue.
Not Gandalf, it's Woodland Santa.
Gandalf.
Woodland Santa.
Whose name happens to be Gandalf.
Does he look gray to you?
No, he doesn't.
Or white?
He's Woodland Gandalf. And I still get the crown, so it all works out. Do.
Yoshi! That was terrible.
Oh, you got a slot machine. Nice old slot machine. Now, at some point, you start letting me do these because I actually was able to do them.
Somewhat.
Well, not there.
Nope.
There I didn't care. I know I have got them all at one point. I think you have too.
Maybe.
But I end up lining it up with the music because that seems to work well for me.
I know Chad James from Screw Attack was actually pretty good at doing it. He had a pretty good trick to doing it. That always worked, but he did pretty decent. Back when Screw Attack was actually good. No offense to them now, but they're all just death battle videos and the occasional top 10. I wouldn't say they're doing all that great. I somewhat blame Rooster Teeth for that when they merged with Rooster Teeth.
Did they merge with Rooster Teeth?
Yeah, they merged with Rooster Teeth, and then some of their videos series just ended. Well, they ended a couple of video series. Whether it was to do with lower views, I know, but at the same time, I wonder if Rooster Teeth made them.
Well, I don't know, because I never liked views. Screw Attack, but I've always liked Rooster Teeth, so we're sort of on opposite ends of the spectrum here.
I've never really gotten into Rooster Teeth. I looked this up a couple of times.
I watch a lot of their, like,
when I first got into Screw Attack, I actually had my friends to thank for that, because they were watching the newest Death Battle at school during lunch, and then so I know Screw Attack does live streams, which is pretty cool. Actually, they don't anymore. That actually ended when they announced their merger with Rooster Teeth, and not long after that ended. It just ended.
Yeah. And
then they slowly ended their other things, and they're pretty good.
See, I watch all the.
And then Craig went and started Game Attack. Must be making less. I have no doubt he's making less money now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got stuck in the corner.
The funny thing is, before he even started Game Attack, they started a new series, kind of a new gameplay series on Screw Attack called Game Attack, which had the same. It had called Game Attack, almost like it was the prototype for his new channel.
Huh.
Kind of with what they did and stuff, and then he took. Originally, it was him, Bolin, and Parker. I never found out Parker's real name because I always just call him Parker. So I assume that's his last name. I could be wrong. It would make sense for his last name. I could be wrong. And then Tron Bolins he took at that point. And then when Screw Attack, when Screw Attack moved to, I think it was Austin, Texas, wherever Rooster Teeth's headquarters are, I guess.
I don't know where they are
moving to. I think it's Austin, Texas.
Probably.
Screw Attack moved. That's the only reason why they were moved, because Rooster Teeth wanted them there. And they moved. John from Screw Attack actually stayed behind actually ended up becoming part of Game Attack.
Huh.
But while Screw Attack was still in Dallas, and in that HQ where, of course, Game Attack still is, they had Craig and Sam on for the 4-play videos, for the multiplayer ones, and they had the Mario Party Saturdays, which are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And of course, now for 4-play, we get Craig, Bolin, Parker, and John, but they're all good. We do have a season 2 of. They are doing a 10-episode season 2 of Mario Party Saturday, but Chad will only be there for 4 of the games because he's got a 6-month-old kid. So only there for 4, which I do somewhat call BS. Only somewhat, but. Hit the button, but
can't get up on there apparently. So
John fills in for him, and so far, Team Yoshi has only won 1 game out of 3, but
yeah,
doing good. I remember who actually won last Mario Party season. And Bolin keeps saying it was him, and that would have been that for like the Fantasy League thing. Well, what they use as the kind of official was your amount of stars you won each time and coins, which that would have changed with Mario Party 9 and 10. And I don't think they'll be doing those. They won't be doing those this time at all. They're doing up to Mario Party 8, and then 9 and 10 will be. So it's 9 and 10 will just be just. I think it was supposed to be. Was it be audience choice or something like that? I can't remember. But I think overall, game-wise, in Season 1, I think it might have been Chad, but league-wise, it was Bolin. I try to mind Bolin. And Chad's still my favorite, and I like Craig. On point, Sam annoyed me, but I do like him more. He's Canadian. He must, I don't know, he knows who the Rough Riders are, because I remember that I never watched really watched side scrollers, but a friend of mine did, and he had mentioned that on the shelf behind them there was a Saskatchewan Rough Riders football.
Oh,
on the shelf. So I was like, I wonder if Sam's from Saskatchewan. Which I never know, but I wonder if he's got that there.
Yeah,
had that there, yes. So, and then Bolin I used to not like at all when they first brought him. Because he started out as an intern. Actually, when I don't think it was too long when I started watching that his internship ended. And they brought him back a year or so later. And I hated him at first. I just didn't like him. But he got less annoying over time. And I started to like him more. But so he's all right now. And then I don't know. There's Sean Hines, Ben, Nervous Nick, the Christian who never swears or drinks, like literally. I don't know. Screw Attack was awesome once. Well, they had a couple of down times. They were good. Then they and then Craig let go Pro Jared. I won't say fired because fired would mean you did something bad and they fired you.
Yeah.
In this case, they let him go because he just Craig could tell he wasn't all into it anymore. Like he wasn't like when he record videos and stuff. You could tell he wasn't all that in invest anyway. So they let him go, which it did lead to Pro Jared being able to do more of his
own
channel
stuff,
and shit. But and then it kind of was a bit for about a year or so, however long it took. It was a bit started to be not as good anymore. And then it picked up again after that. Then it kind of went down again after that, but not too far. Then it was up, and then started to go down again. But and now they're just all death battle videos now. Death battle, Deska Death Battle X, and then their podcast, Death Battle Cast, and then the occasional top 10, which even those aren't always good anymore. They're a big shadow of their former selves.
Yeah. Again, not that I watched them like ever really, but yeah. I don't know where I was going with that.
I loved watching their live streams.